Good morning, children. Welcome to the science class. So, in the last class, we learned the vegetative reproduction. So, now today we'll move on to our next topic, that is the seed dispersal. So, now as we all know that the flowers they produce the fruits, and most fruits they bear seeds. However, all the seeds of a given plant they do not germinate near their mother plant because then they will have to struggle to get sufficient air, water, sunlight and nutrients, and many of them would die. Okay, so hence the nature therefore enables the seeds to move over to other places. It does so through various agents such as air, water, animals, birds, insects, and human beings. So they all help in the transfer of seeds. So these are the various agents, children. So which help the seeds to transfer from one place to another place. So through the seeds may travel through air, it may travel through water, animals, birds, insects and human beings. Understood? So the process of transfer of seeds from one place to different places is through these various agents. So this process is called as seed dispersal. So now today we are going to discuss in detail about the different methods of seed dispersal. So now I think everyone I understood what is seed dispersal. Seed dispersal is nothing but the process of transfer of seeds to different places through various agents such as air, water, animals, birds, insects and human beings. Now when we move on to the different methods of seed dispersal, the first one we can learn is the human made ways. Now the human beings, as we human beings, we select some of the useful seeds, okay, which are useful to us and to the is. So what we are going to do is we just take those useful seeds and sow them in the soil to get new plant. You must have seen the farmers also sowing the seeds of different useful plants like wheat, maize and mustard. So in the fields, children, you can observe that they'll take the seeds and they'll sprinkle it and they'll get the yield. Understood? So this is the human way of seed dispersal, is growing the useful seeds which are necessary to the human beings. So now when we move on to the next way is the natural way, natural method. Okay, yes. So here the natural ways of dispersal. It may be through the different agents such as air, water, animals, birds, insects and human beings. So in these natural method of dispersal of seeds, here you can observe that the plants, especially those growing in the forest region. So the plants which are growing in the forest region use lot of natural methods to scatter their seeds. Okay. So now the first method of in the natural way we can observe is the first method of seed dispersal is the dispersal by wind. Now as you know that wind is is through the air. As the wind blows, the seeds they move from one place to another place. So here as seeds should move along with the wind. Okay, yes, moving air is called as wind. So now these seeds, how the seeds should be, the seeds which are moving along with the air, the seeds should be very light in weight, children, and they should be very small. And here you can observe in the picture, they are very small, they are light in weight and they have hairs, small thin hairs on them. So this air which is present help them to fly along with the wind and get dispersed. That means from the parent plant it is being dispersed, it is being moved along with the wind to another places. Understood? So this is one of the natural way of dispersing of the seed through wind. Here you can observe the dandelion example of the dispersion of by wind is through, we can observe it in the dandelion plant, in the madar and thistle. Okay, here these are some of the examples where the cotton seed also. Example, cotton seed, the madar, dandelion, cotton and iptage seed. These seeds, they are very light, small and have air on them which enable them to fly along with the wind, children. So this is one of the method of dispersal by wind. So now we'll move on to the next method of dispersal by water. Now the seed is being dispersed. The seed is being dispersed along with the water. Along with the water. Now the plants which are near the water bodies, it may be the sea or river or lake, they disperse their seeds through the water. Here you can observe the water lily. Water lily, it is present, as you know that it grows in the water, hydrilla and lotus. So here these are some of the examples of plants which disperse their seeds, through water, children. So here is, and as they disperse through water, as the water flows, the seeds along with the water, they move from one place to another place, and in that region they start to grow. Understood? Here you can observe the coconut seed. Okay, the coconut seed, it floats on the water for some distance before being carried, it is being carried away along with the water. So they, afterwards what happens, as they move on along with the water, they sink into the mud on the shore, on the seashore, or on the fringes or the edges of the water bodies. It may be the sea, lake or the river, and they start growing into a new plant. Understood? So this is the by the dispersal of seeds takes place by water. So now when we move on to the next dispersal by the birds, insects and rodents. So here the rodents may be the rat, the squirrel. Okay, so here which make the burrows and live in the burrows. Now the birds, as you know that these birds, they just carry these fruits, the seeds. Okay, yes, and they what they do, they carry it to their nests, and while carrying it may drop, the grains may drop, and these as the grains are dropped on into the to the soil, on their way, the seed is being dispersed from the parent plant to the other place through this agent, that is the bird. Now when you take up the insect, so here you can observe in the picture the insect, it is one of the agent which carries the seed from one place to another place. That is, it is carrying the seed to their burrows or to their so here you can observe that here the insect acts as an agent to disperse the seed from one place to another place. So here you can also observe the rodent, the rat. It is also what it is doing, it is carrying the fruits, the grains, okay, from one place to, from the parent plant to the other places, and on the way it may be dropped, and it may be as it drops from what happens, the seeds find the places and they start growing into a new plant. Understood? So this is the dispersal of seeds by the birds, insects and rodents. So in the next method, the dispersal of seeds it takes place by humans and animals. So now here animals also, as you know that many herbivorous animals, you can observe they feed on the fruits. In the picture you can observe, yes, they feed on the fruits which are fleshy and which are juicy. And here, as we know that the human beings also, we feed on the fruits which are fleshy and juicy. And what happens, we just eat the seeds and we throw away, okay, in our surroundings. And as the seed gets the favorable conditions, it starts growing into a new plant. Similarly, the animals also, what they do, they also just pluck the fruits from the plant and they eat the fruit, and they just drop it wherever it goes moves it moves, okay, it just drops it into the soil. And the seed which falls to the ground, okay, it may be dispersed, it is dispersed from one place to another place. As it gets the suitable and favorable conditions, it grows into a new plant. So the seeds of example, here you can take the seeds of papaya, the mango, the pumpkin, the gourd, bottle gourd, and the watermelon. So these seeds, okay, are being dispersed from by the animals and also by the humans. So now here you can observe, here what happens, some of the seeds we for example, here you can take the example of the castor seeds. The castor seed, in the picture you can observe that their fruits are very they are thorny and they have hooks, okay, on them. Yes, as they have thorn like structures are present on the surface of the fruit. These fruit, they it may be they get, what happens, these they get stuck to the clothes or to the humans, clothes of humans, or skin or fur of the animals. So you can observe on the dog, on the skin of the dog, you can observe these are being stuck, okay, as they have the thorny or hooks on them, okay, thorny like structures. So these casters, they mostly they depend on the animals, including the human beings also, to carry their seeds from away from their parent plant. So the what happens, it gets stuck as the animal or the human being just passes away, just move along with this plant. What happens, it stucks to the body of the or the skin of the animal or to the clothes of the human beings. So here in the next picture you can observe the fruits are being just stuck to the socks of a person as he just moves to okay, side by the plant. Here these seeds have been carried from two different places, and where they fall down, if those seeds get the favorable conditions, they grow into a new plant. Understood? So the next method of dispersal of seeds is through cracking and bursting. Here you can observe that these seeds, the seeds you can observe, children, this is a balsam plant. Here the seeds have been, just what has happened, it has been, the fruit has been cracked, and as the fruit has been cracked, it just scatter its seeds far away from the parent plant. As the fruit crack and burst, it bursts on ripening. As the fruit it ripens, what happens, it just scatters its seeds far away from the parent plant. Here you can observe the fruit just cracks and it bursts. So these seeds, they fall to different places around and they grow into a new plant. So here you can observe the example of balsam plant. Here you can take the example of lady finger, children. This lady finger, it is in the plant itself. Yes, as it is dried, ripened, what has happened, the lady finger just it cracks. Here you can observe there is a small crack, and the seeds, you can observe the seeds present inside, the black seeds. As they crack, what happens, it bursts away, and all the seeds, they scatter away from the parent plant. So in this way, you can observe the seeds of pea plant, the ladyfinger, the beans, the balsam. They get dispersed by cracking and bursting of the fruits, and these fruits they get ripened and they become dry, and then what happens, it gets burst, and then the seeds are fallen far away from the parent plant. So in this class we learnt the different methods of seed dispersal, how the different uh, ways of dispersal by the different various agents such as air, water, animals, birds, insects and human beings. So they all help in transferring of seeds from one place to another. So now we know that we came to know that how these plants they grow at all times. Okay, at all the places where we can observe the plants are being growing. So the dispersal of seeds, this plays an important role in increasing the number of plants all over the earth, children. So this is one of the important role in increasing the number of plants. So the dispersal of seeds. Okay, so this ends up the lesson, that is the lesson number 2, that is plants, children. So now as we know that the do you know column, it has been given the Indian scientist, that is the J.C. Bose, Professor J.C. Bose. He proved that the experiments, he conducted the experiments and he proved that the plants have life. The plants have life. Yes, as you all know that the plants have life, and with he invented an instrument called crescograph, children. With this instrument we can measure the rate of growth of a plant. Okay, the as the plant is been grown, we can just measure its rate by the instrument called crescograph. Understood? So now this completes our lesson, the lesson number 2, children. So I'll be meeting you in the next class with the next chapter. Thank you.